Jacksonville, Florida. It appeared the Jacksonville Jaguars had shaken their identity as one of the league's bottom feeders and perennial jokes when they won the AFC South in 2017 and came within 7 minutes of reaching the Super Bowl before Tom Brady worked his typical comeback magic. Surely, with a defense that finished second in the NFL in sacks and turnovers and the league's top-ranked run game, the Jaguars would be a factor in the AFC for the foreseeable future. Instead, they're back picking in the top 10 of the NFL draft, in large part because of the disappointing play of two of their previous top 10 picks. That's nothing new, though. The Jaguars are caught in a time loop when it comes to drafting in the top 10. They failed to hit on a high pick, which plays a major factor in another poor season, which lands them back in the top 10. Then they fail to hit on another high pick. The cycle spans 4 GMs, executives, 3 head coaches and 2 owners, and the result is a disastrous decade of draft futility. So, how bad has it been? The Jaguars made 10 consecutive top 10 picks from 2008 to 17, per ESPN stats. For 6 consecutive years, the Jaguars picked in the top 5. That's the longest streak in the NFL since the common draft era began in 1967. Of the 100 players taken in the top 10 from 2008 to 17, 23 are already out of the NFL. 4 of those players were drafted by the Jaguars: the Derek Harvey, 2008, O.T. Eugene Monroe, 2009, W.R. Justin Blackmon, 2012, and L.T. Luke Joeckel, 2013. That's the most of any franchise in that span. Cleveland, Oakland, Kansas City and the New York Jets each have 2 top 10 picks in that span who are no longer playing. Swing and a miss. The Jaguars are picking in the top 10 for the 11th time in 12 seasons. They picked in the top 10 every year from 2008 to 17, which is the longest streak in NFL history, and have not exactly hit a lot of home runs. Player slot year commenter: Leonard Fournette 4th 2017, good rookie season, terrible 2 NDCB. Jalen Ramsey 5th 2016, arguably best cover CB in NFL. DE Dante Fowler Jr. 3rd 2015, numerous off-field issues, traded in 2018. QB Blake Bortles 3rd 2014, franchise passing leader, led NFL in turnovers. Luke Joeckel 2nd 2013, missed 25 games in 4 seasons. W.R. Justin Blackmon 5th 2012, productive but indefinitely suspended. Blaine Gabbert 10th 2011, went 5-22 as starting QB. DT Tyson Alualu 10th, 201,017.5 sacks in 7 seasons, now with Steelers. Eugene Monroe 8th 2009, started 62 games, now out of league. Derek Harvey 8th 2008, 8 sacks in 3 seasons, out of league. He's off the 100 top 10 players, 53 made the Pro Bowl and 28 made multiple Pro Bowls. There were 24 players named All-Pro, including 1 player that did not make a Pro Bowl, and 9 players who earned multiple All-Pro honors. The Jaguars drafted just 1 player who made a Pro Bowl and was named All-Pro, CB Jalen Ramsey. The 5th overall pick in 2016 was a Pro Bowl selection in 2017 and 2018 and earned first-team All-Pro honors in 2017. The Jaguars have twice whiffed on franchise left tackles Joeckel and Monroe, pass rushers Harvey and Dante Fowler, and quarterbacks Blake Gabbert and Blake Bortles. Those are the premier positions around which franchises are built, and the Jaguars are 0 for 6. Harvey was Shaq Harris's final first-round pick as the Jaguars GM, and he worked what could be the worst trade in franchise history to land the former University of Florida standout. The Jaguars were coming off a playoff appearance, had signed QB David Garrett to a long-term deal and believed they were close to being a Super Bowl team if they could improve their pass rush, so Harris gave up 2 third-round picks and a 4th-round pick to Baltimore to move from 26th to 8th. Harvey held out for 38 days, recorded 3.5 sacks as a rookie and totaled 8 sacks in 3 seasons before being cut with 2 years remaining on his contract. What makes this trade even worse for the Jaguars is the Ravens used the No. 26 pick and one of the 3rd-round picks from the Jaguars to move up to No. 18 and take quarterback Joe Flacco, a move that resulted in 6 playoff appearances in the next 7 seasons and a victory in Super Bowl 47. Gene Smith was promoted to GM and oversaw the next 4 drafts. He liked to mine the non-Power 5 conferences, then known as BCS conferences, for prospects and placed a premium on players who had been team captains. Only 10 of his 26 draft picks played at Power 5 schools and only 2 of his 11 picks in the 2010 and 2011 drafts played at those schools. Defensive tackle Tyson Alulu, 10th overall in 2010, and Gabbert, 10th overall in 2011. Smith also famously drafted and punter Brian Anger in the 3rd round, 5 picks before Seattle selected quarterback Russell Wilson in 2012. His first-round pick that year was Blackman, who played in just 20 games and is currently suspended indefinitely for multiple violations of the NFL's substance abuse policy. 2019 NFL Draft went Thursday to Saturday where Nashville, Tennessee. How to watch, ABC, ESPN app. McShay 3-round mock. Smith, who also didn't draft a single player from the SEC during his tenure, was fired after a franchise-worst record 2-14 in 2012. Dave Caldwell drafted Jokel, Bortles, Fowler and Ramsey in the 1st round. Jokel battled injuries throughout his career, didn't have his 5th-year option picked up and last played in the NFL in Seattle in 2017. Fowler missed his rookie season with a torn ACL, had numerous off-field issues, fights, arrests, and the team traded him for a 3rd-round pick last October. Bortles lasted 5 seasons. He set single-season franchise records in passing yards, 4,428, and passing touchdowns, 35, in 2015, then had a miserable 2016, and then cut down his turnovers significantly in 2017 to help the Jaguars reason the AFC title game. The Jaguars rewarded him with a 4-year contract extension in February 2018, but he regressed to the point he got benched for Cody Kessler and the team cut him this offseason, eating $16.5 million in dead money, after signing Nick Foles to a $91 million contract with $50.125 million guaranteed. Owner Shad Khan hired Tom Coughlin in January 2017 and gave him final say on all football matters, which included the draft. He selected Leonard Fournette, who ran for 1,040 yards and 9 TDs as a rookie and played a large role in the team's division title and AFC Championship game appearance. Fournette had a miserable 2018, missing 7 games because of injury and another because of a suspension. He had issues with his conditioning, was caught on film yelling at a fan. Fournette later said the fan used a racial slur, and was ripped publicly by Coughlin for his demeanor on the bench in the season finale. He was arrested 2 weeks ago for driving with a suspended license and faces a make-or-break season in 2019. Then there's Ramsey, the franchise's lone home run among their 10 top 10 picks since 2008. He's regarded as one of the NFL's best players and is arguably the best cover corner. In addition to his 2 Pro Bowls and first-team All-Pro honor, Ramsey has 44 pass breakups and 9 interceptions, and he sealed the Jaguars' first playoff victory since the 2007 season when he picked off Buffalo's Nathan Peterman with 26 seconds remaining in an AFC wildcard game after the 2017 season. Top 10 picks are supposed to become elite players that become the building blocks for a franchise. The Jaguars found one, which is a major reason why they're picking in the top 10 again.